I'm very excited because the American Idol team is coming tomorrow. The judges. And so, I almost called you last night to tell you, but I saved it for now. So they're all in town, and last night we went to dinner, and what was so interesting about this dinner...
Hang on, what?
Last night we went to dinner. I'll tell you what, we could only get 6 people at the table, so we all had to come individually except for Lionel and Luke.
Okay.
So otherwise, you would have been there.
Fine. Because I take up so much space.
Well, no, I actually, you can ask Belinda. You can read my messages. I tried to get a 7th, and they actually wouldn't let us have a 7th.
You and I could share a chair. We are share size.
It is true.
We are tiny.
So Lionel Richie is the greatest storyteller of all time. He's used to not have, he was around before the phones were even on the table.
Right.
So Lionel has stories about Motown and Diana Ross, and he wrote We Are the World. So he says,
Yeah.
So we always say...
He wrote We Are the World, okay?
Right? We are the world. Yeah, so we are the
Children.
We are the ones in the
Right
day. So let's start again. So we ask Papa Lionel to tell us a story every now and then.
Papa Lionel.
So he says, oh, I got a great story. You know, I wrote We Are the World. Yes, we do. What a big day it was, and we changed the world then. Yes, you did. Getting all those artists there on time for the recording was a real stunt. He says, but I witnessed something that was just crazy. So what is it? He says, well, there's Stevie Wonder, and there's Ray Charles. And of course, you're just picturing this, right?
Right, of course.
And everybody else. And he says, Ray Charles leans over to Stevie and says, hey, before we record, I've got to use the bathroom.
Okay.
And Stevie says to Ray Charles, just go out the door to your left and hang a right. That's where it is.
Okay.
And Lionel says, did you just hear that? Stevie was giving Ray Charles directions on how to walk down the hall and which way to go. We don't know if Ray got to the bathroom or not.
Right.
And we don't know if Stevie was being serious. But
we can only assume.
We can only assume. But it was one of those great, priceless moments. And when he's talking about Stevie and Ray Charles and Michael Jackson, it's just, the history, Lionel, you have to write a book telling all of these
Has he not written a book?
I don't think he's written a book about some of these stories.
I can't believe he hasn't written a book.
I don't think he's written some of these stories. He's got incredible stories.
I would really buy that book.
I know, me too.
And I would read it in 24 hours. As you know, I like to stay up all night reading.
I'd listen to the audio version, to be honest, but yes.
Yeah.